Today's gospel is the famous question that comes to Jesus regarding, is it lawful to pay the tax or not? And Jesus' response is memorable. And he cuts right through the crafty question with the clarity of response. He says, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, give to God what is God's. There's been tons of ink spilled over the centuries on what that comment means in relationship of the state and church, or politics and religion. What's the role of a Catholic in terms of being a good citizen? When we look at the beginnings of political involvement by Christians, it's clear that the Catholic Church has always seen good citizenship as part of living out our faith. So we are not separatists. We don't create a whole separate civilization apart from the one that we find ourselves in. So we're called to be a leaven in the culture, to transform culture, to bring the gospel to the world, and certainly participating in the political process, voting, being leaders in our community, reaching out to those in need and serving the common good. All of those realities are part of Catholic social teaching. But I think what Jesus points out fundamentally is the primacy of God. That yes, the state has a legitimate claim on us. Yes, give to Caesar what is Caesar's. But ultimately, we give to God what is God's. And immediately in the early church, Christians came up against a tremendous conundrum because Caesar claimed to be God. So to say that Jesus is God, that Jesus is Lord, that Jesus has primacy in our life, in the Roman Empire of the time, was essentially a crime against the state. It was seen as treason because it was not proclaiming and exalting Caesar as the head and center of everything. So for us as Christians, for us as Catholics, God is always primary. We're called, first of all, to be Catholic, second, to be American, and third, if at all, to be members of a political party. That's an important thing to remember as our election gets closer each day, and as we are called to cast our vote with a well-formed conscience in prayer and asking the Lord to guide that direction.